Joey Gets Tough is a brilliant Full House episode, and I think one of my favourites in quite a while. This is the seventh episode of the second season, and as always, I will go through various plot points and things that I found to be very funny and very adorable. So there will be spoilers from this point on, and most of my thoughts are chronological. And it starts off with one of my favourite Michelle moments, with Michelle exercising with Jesse. And this is really the first time where I would say that Mary Kate and Ashley are acting. They had a couple of lines, well, words really, up until this point in previous episodes, but here I feel like they're actually acting and they actually have a much more interesting role to play. And it's also, I think, the first time where Michelle has called other characters by their names. She says Joey, she also says Steffi for Stephanie. I could be wrong, so please feel free to correct me. But I think this is the first time she's referred to characters by their names. And it just goes up from here. I mean, Michelle, after this point as well, is just brilliant. But Michelle being, well, me being a big Mary Kate and Ashley fan, that makes me very happy. So Michelle, absolutely adorable in this. I'd also say this is the episode where she's had the most words to say as well. Almost starting to speak in sentences. It's brilliant. The main narrative kicks in when DJ and Stephanie are being, well, they're home alone with Joey and Michelle, of course, because Danny and Jesse are both out for the night. And they decide to try their luck and see if Joey will let them stay up to watch Tiffany live from Tokyo. And Joey agrees, and we have this really brilliant scene where they're dancing to the music, fantastic music in this episode, and Joey's dancing along with them, and it's just brilliant. It's beautiful, it's so fun, really engaging. The choreography's entertaining as well. I'm not sure if it's exactly the choreography that Tiffany does. I'm going to assume it is the same or similar. And I really enjoyed that scene. And then Danny comes home and says, "This is unacceptable. You're a parent. You need to learn to say no." And the rest of the episode is about Joey trying to be a lot more authoritative with DJ, and DJ comes home late after her karate class without telling anybody that she's going to be late, and Joey decides to punish her. I will say the punishment was too harsh. As somebody who was grounded on at least one occasion where I missed out on a once in a lifetime opportunity, I don't think a child should be grounded to miss out on something that's so significant. Ground them, yes, but not that harshly. And DJ feels exactly the same way. And the episode is basically about Joey trying to find a middle ground. He's not comfortable being the parent to dish out severe punishments, but he does know that he can't just be a pushover and let the girls walk all over him. He needs to find that middle ground. And I think there are lessons here for both sides. If you're a parent or a caregiver of any kind to a child, then it is about striking that balance and also seeing if the punishment fits the crime, because it just absolutely didn't in DJ's case. So that part of the narrative works really well. There are plenty of other episodes where it focuses on parenthood and how difficult that can be and what it's like to be a parent to a young girl, especially when you're not the birth father, because as DJ says, "You're not my dad," which must hurt. That must hurt when you do everything as a parent does and they turn around and say, "You're not my dad." That's gonna hurt. But Joey handled it really well, and I think the way the episode went with that part of the narrative was very effective and very well done, and I think quite balanced as well. We also have a brilliant moment at Wake Up San Francisco where Danny ends up singing with Jesse and the Rippers, and he sang Rolling on the River. It was brilliant. As I said, the music in this particular episode, absolutely fantastic. And I really enjoyed that as well. A really great performance. There are a lot of really funny moments in this episode, but also I think it deals with a really important topic that a lot of people are going to be able to relate to. And I think it did a really great job with it. As I said, definitely one of my favourite episodes in quite a while. Joey Gets Tough is pretty awesome.